Hi guys, we're back home. We've gone to a massive shopping trip in Milesy. Who's there?
Hey.
Milesy is going to show you what he's bought.
Cool, so let me show you. I'm going to be cooking 2 recipes and...
You know what I find really funny, Miles, is that we earlier said like, look, Baz already has most of the ingredients and it's like ridiculously small now in comparison. Anyway, show us what you've got.
We have turmeric powder, otherwise known as haldi. We have cloves. We have black cardamoms. Now when you're using black cardamoms, you only need 1 of those, guys. You don't need to put them in every curry. And
what
also,
are we actually making today? We haven't even said that.
Wow, so I'm going to be making 2 curries for you guys. I'm going to do a mixed veg curry.
By you guys he means me. Me, you're not getting any, sorry.
Mixed veg curry, which is going to be saucy. We're also going to do
It's going to be saucy.
And we're going to be cooking a sag aloo.
Which I love.
And spinach curry. So that's going to be a dry curry.
Yeah.
So for the whole ingredients, you usually fry the onions and you have your whole ingredients first. So we're going to have 1 black cardamom, we're going to have 2 cloves, and we're going to have
cinnamon sticks. Holy
cinnamon
crap.
sticks as well. These are so cheap. Also, if note the brands, these aren't our sponsors in any way. We recommend every other brand that's out there.
But we recommend this.
TRS, Food Co. Perfect. You're on a winner, especially here in the UK.
Morrison's?
Any chili powder is fine. We're going to go for the mild option because over here we've got our fresh ingredients. And we have 2 really, really hot, fresh from India green chilies.
That's where Miles got excited
Pretty
about
excited.
the Indian flag.
We've got some ginger, garlic bowl, fresh coriander.
Coriander, yeah.
Just love the smell of
Smelled
that.
it earlier.
Spinach for our sag aloo. These are curry leaves. Now, these are different to your bay leaves. A lot of people get them confused. Bay leaves is what you would add in soups.
I use a lot of bay leaves, yeah.
Curry leaves are what you would add to curries. Hey. In the beginning.
Nice.
In the beginning, not the end. Nice distinct
stuff.
flavour. And then we've got your standard courgette, onions,
Miles called that a
potatoes.
cucumber earlier, which I thought was funny. What is it, Miles?
It's a courgette.
It's a question.
A cauliflower.
And
peas.
See, I'm so
Now-
ignorant. I actually said earlier, peas really surprised me, and Miles went like, what? So Miles, why so sad?
I'm leaving Norfolk.
That's true, actually. We haven't spoken about this yet.
Yeah.
My friend Miles is unfortunately leaving, so he's got a job somewhere else. So he's going, unfortunately. But you're gonna come back, aren't you?
I'm gonna come back.
But that's not why he's crying. He's crying because he's cutting onions. So I've prepared the potatoes over here. So I'm much faster at this than Miles is with his 2 onions. And what we decide we're gonna do, we're gonna prepare all the ingredients first, and then you're gonna start cooking, and I'll just be in the background as a non-Indian chef and film
You're
you.
my commie chef.
I'm your commie chef. That means I get to chop vegetables. So whilst Miles is still there chopping, I've already prepared the vegetables. There we are. Nice. Cauliflower. We cook a lot with cauliflower in Germany, actually, so I'm quite positively surprised that it's also an Indian food a lot. What do you say, Milesy?
I'm very shocked, as you've probably all heard of aloo gobi. So aloo is potato, gobi is cauliflower.
Miles is cutting the ginger. Any tips, hints and tips for cutting ginger?
In Asian food, so Japanese, Thai, you would usually have ginger strips, but in Indian food you tend to have crushed ginger. So yeah, that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to peel all these off now.
So we're doing lots and lots of vegetables. Look at this. So there's mushrooms there. We've got 1 carrot we used, 1 little courgette, 4 tomatoes. Did we use 4 tomatoes?
Yeah, roughly 4 to 5 tomatoes.
Yeah, we had
small, medium sized.
Yeah, we had about 4 medium-sized potatoes and sort of half a cauliflower. We've
Yep.
got 1 beef tomato over here just for garnish. And then we've got chopped
Ginger and garlic.
Ginger and garlic. Perfect. And what are you doing with the chilies?
So I'm just going to de-seed the chilies very quickly. We don't want those guys. Now I like my curries really nice and hot, so I've been brought up sort of, yeah, just throwing in the seeds in there, roughly chopping it. But I'm going to take out the seeds.
For the
this
European
time.
stomach.
For the European stomach, that's right. So if I can work out Baz's stove here, I am just about to turn it on. For both, all we need is a little bit oil, heating up to medium heat. That's about it. Now we're going to add some whole spices first. Now for the Indian cooking, you know that the oils hit the right temperature, because if you add 1 mustard seed in the oil, you know that it's and hit the right temperature. If we add one of these guys, these are the brown variety, you can use black, that's fine. When it starts to sort of pop, your oil's done. See you in a minute. I'm just eyeballing these sort of measurements, but basically 2 tablespoons of oil in both, that's all you really need.
So while Miles is busy actually cooking stuff, I'm just eating vegetables. Well, that's my contribution to this video. So the mustard seed just popped. It actually works, which is crazy. And now Miles knows that the oil is at the right temperature. What are you doing now, Miles?
So now I'm adding 2 cloves in each.
Yeah, can you see
I'm
that?
now going to add cinnamon stick. Oh!
Yeah, you want to bring that right down. So we're cooking
Mustard
spices,
seeds.
are we?
Yeah, we're cooking the spices first. A little bit of mustard seeds, about a teaspoon in both.
Yeah. What are we adding now?
Now,
One
for the
cardamom?
sag aloo,
Oh yeah.
I'm adding the black cardamom. I'm not going to add that to the mixed veg because we don't want to overpower both curries.
You can still hear the mustard seeds pop.
Now, in the mixed veg, we're going to add 1.5 onions, chopped
yeah.
onions, finely chopped. We added whole spices, and now we're going to add the wet ingredients, so onion. We're going to fry off the onion until it gets caramelized a little bit. A little bit of chili, a little bit of ginger.
And you wanted the potatoes, yeah? Just in
A
there?
little bit of garlic.
Oh, nice. Oh, it starts smelling
Few
really
seconds.
nice. Wow. Not yet, not yet. I'm excited about the potatoes. About the potatoes.
And then add the potato.
Potatoes. Woo! So this is interesting because you were frying the potatoes from raw, which I find unusual.
Now, to get these onions cooking a little bit quicker, we can add a little bit of salt.
Guys, seriously, they could just hurry up and invent smelling YouTube because the smell in this kitchen is incredible. Miles, you're a master chef. Can I just say that?
Oh, thanks.
And he hasn't even done anything yet. It's just like so far it's just the base, but it's already incredible. Like look at that. That's just really nice cooking in there. And the sounds are really cool as well, aren't they? This was a great idea. Miles, to invite you was a great idea. What do you reckon?
Cheers, dude.
I'm also gonna say I feel a little bit useless because I'm not actually doing anything for a change. Other than diminishing the amount of vegetables that are there to put in because I keep eating them. So Miles, you've added, have you got any spices to this? Or is that the mustard seeds still?
So, yeah, just right from the beginning again, if I run through it, mustard seeds, cinnamon stick, 1 black cardamom in here, not in there, and then garlic, ginger, green chili.
And in there, that's just the onions and the mustard.
Yeah, oh, there were cloves in both as
yeah,
well.
cloves, yeah.
About 2 cloves. And remember, guys, you cook your whole spices first.
Why is that, Miles?
Just to get the flavour going and just to release some oils from the spices.
So the onions are starting to brown.
Yep.
Does that mean we're ready for the next step? Oh, by the way, we've covered this now. I don't know why, but probably because it needs to cook a little
Just
bit
for
more.
the potatoes to cook a little bit quicker.
What are we doing next,
So
Miles?
the onions are browning now in Indian cooking, or it's the way that I've been taught. The oil should start to separate. You can see that here, look. So as I move the onion to the side, you can see that oil tracer leaves.
Yeah.
That's a sign that the onions are starting to brown nicely. And once again, a pinch of salt just to quicken the cooking process
right.
of the onions. And what we're going to do after this, in here, add a little bit of garlic and ginger. Now, I didn't add garlic and ginger to this one, is because garlic and ginger cooks a lot quicker than the onion. And if you overcook the garlic, that's where you get that horrid, bitter taste. In here, we're going to add the chili, remainder of the garlic, and we only used a clove for each, so half and half. And then a little bit of ginger.
I like how you cook with your hands.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. I said to Miles earlier, it's brilliant how we're measuring everything, and he said like, no, we don't measure in Indian cooking, which I think is fantastic.